Well, we quickly recap some of the weekend weather with that crazy storm system, and another storm is going to bring more rain, snow, and severe weather to the central U.S. midweek. So these were Friday afternoon temperatures, mid-70s all the way to southern Minnesota, with 80s and 90s south of that. And these set many records in the north central U.S. because it's a little unusual to have warm air that far north at that time of the year. And just a reminder, those temperatures across Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin were made 3 to 4 times more likely due to climate change. Just warming those average March temperatures a few degrees exponentially increases the odds of those extremes. And of course, we had a lot of severe weather. 103 tornado reports over the course of the weekend, Friday and Saturday. All the red dots, blue dots were severe wind reports, and you can see much of the central and eastern part of the country experiencing that storm system one way or another. Big drop in temperatures too from Friday into Saturday, going from 70s to 30s across Minnesota, and that led to snow there. And another swath of snow was sort of the second part of the system in the Chicago, Milwaukee areas into west central Illinois. So some of these places went from 80 degrees to snow in a 24-hour period. And the next storm is already just off to the west, another Pacific storm about to slam into California, and this is going to develop into another pretty classic spring storm system across the central U.S. with a mixture of rain, snow, and some potential severe weather. So this is the upper level trough that'll be digging in across the Rockies and then swinging out into the central and northern plains here as we head into Tuesday night and Wednesday. And this is going to deliver another punch of snow to the northern plains, it looks like, as well as rain. So snow across Nebraska and western Kansas as we head into Tuesday night, and then Wednesday it spreads into southern Minnesota, western Wisconsin, and then we'll continue off to the east. And on the southern end of this, there's going to be some severe thunderstorm potential too. Doesn't look like a repeat of the weekend. We're talking marginal risks, but again, on the cold side, swaths of snow here will develop, and some of that could be substantial from Kansas into eastern Nebraska, right up through southern Minnesota, western Wisconsin. We could see 6 to 12 inches of snow in a very narrow area, but this area, if any of this shifts just in 10, 20 miles one direction, it's going to have a drastic impact on totals. So sharp cutoff, tight gradient here in the snowfall totals, but also a lot of liquid equivalent water. We're talking about another 1 to 2 inches of water, which is great news because many of these areas are still in drought. The latest drought monitor last week showing much of Iowa, Minnesota, Nebraska, South Dakota, even southern Wisconsin in moderate drought. Everything in that orange shading or red is at least moderate drought. So some of that moisture falling in the areas that need it. Now, tomorrow into tomorrow night, again, a marginal risk of severe weather from Omaha through Des Moines, basically pretty low, level 1 out of 5, and then similar as we head into Wednesday and Wednesday night, but a broader area from eastern Iowa through southern Wisconsin, all the way down to Mississippi and Alabama. And of course, they don't want to see any more severe weather down there right now, but the season really starting to ramp up. So this storm doesn't look as severe as last week's, but still pretty potent. A lot of red flag warnings today too across the central and southern plains, and we pay attention to what happens in these areas in the spring because that can impact spring precipitation patterns and into summer. We're talking about relative humidity values in the single digits to just 15% over a huge area today with high wind gusts. So that's why we have those red flag warnings. And that storm system over the weekend sucked in smoke from wildfires already burning in the central and southern plains. As far north as Milwaukee and Chicago had some air quality issues. So not a good season here for fires already, and more red flag warnings for the central and southern plains again today.